Hey everyone, this is Chris at Katana. Today's video we're going to talk about how to avoid a negative stock situation. Many of our customers have reached out to us and said, hey, I have a product or a material that has gone to a negative quantity on my stock page. In turn, this has messed up my value in stock and also my average costing. How do I fix it? And also, how do I avoid it? And these are the main problems that we're going to address, where we can show you how to utilize Katana's workflow as well as our sales item availability and ingredients availability on the sell and make page in order to properly complete your orders so that way negatives don't happen. So how does it happen in the first place? How it happens in the first place is if you're working with sales orders and you mark a sales order that has the sales item availability set to not available as delivered, then what's going to happen is every single product in this sales order which isn't in stock is going to go into a negative number. And you'll be able to see that on your stock page here, where I just closed out a sales order and I went to negative 20 units in stock. On the other hand, for manufacturing orders, the same issue applies as well. If I go to a manufacturing order that doesn't have all of the ingredients available and I mark it as done, then what it's going to do is it's going to take all of the materials that were inside of that manufacturing order, which are not available, and put them into a negative quantity as well. So then you get into the situation where you have negative quantities for materials that haven't been purchased yet but are being consumed by a manufacturing order that's already closed, or you're sending out products that aren't in stock and then they also go into a negative situation. So in order to fix this problem, the first thing you want to do is go to your sell page where your completed sales orders are under the Done tab and change their status from delivered to not shipped. You'll also want to do this to your completed manufacturing orders on the Done tab and change their status to not started. And what this will do is it's actually going to reverse all of the materials that were consumed by those manufacturing orders and reverse all of the products that were delivered from the sales orders and essentially remove the negatives or zero out the inventory items that were previously at a negative quantity. So moving forward, the way to handle this correctly for your workshop or factory is to make sure that when you're doing manufacturing operations, that before you change the status of any manufacturing order, the ingredients availability says it's in stock. If it's red, where it says not available, or it's yellow, where it's awaiting those materials to arrive from an open purchase order, it can create a negative situation for all of the materials that are in that manufacturing order, and that will mess up your stock levels. So this one, for example, which is green and in stock, I can mark it as done, and it will deplete my inventory correctly without creating a negative circumstance. When it comes to sales orders that are on the sell page, the sales item availability is the one that you want to pay attention to. Only if the sales items availability is listed in green, then it means that all of those products are in stock right now and you can fulfill that order safely and it won't create a negative situation for those products in the sales order. If it's red or yellow, it potentially could. So best practice is always to make sure that when you're closing these orders and completing them, that those availability items are listed in green. After you've reversed all of your manufacturing orders and sales orders, you'll want to make sure that your inventory levels are correct. So if you need to make some sort of adjustments to reflect your real life, you can do a stock adjustment to your products and materials so that way you can consume them efficiently without any problems. So that's how to solve this problem as well as avoid it moving forward in the future. If you have any questions specifically about this topic, please feel free to write us a message to the chat widget in the bottom right or send us an email to support@katanamrp.com. That's it for today. Have a great day and happy manufacturing.